the question, who am I? You will understand why who am I cannot be repeated like a mantra. Who am I, maybe, if you take the real meaning of it, the ultimate question of the active mind. It means it is not to give an answer to I. Even if there is a big bang happening to I, this is not the answer of who am I. Who am I is to help you, to give you the opportunity to leave I behind. Means never go back. It can be once, it can be asked once. So, and for those I see maybe a bit new, Satsang is the company of what's real, of what's not taking birth and so doesn't die, of what's not impermanent. Satsang is the company of your own self, which is already there, but you look at what the mind presents. So be in Satsang. Enjoy your Satsang. Fall in love with your own self. And when the mind appears, know it's the mind. Nothing serious about it. It's illusion. So if anything activates your mind, this is the place. It's your place. Please ask. And if your mind keeps quiet, don't make a something out of it. Don't say, I keep quiet. Just remain before this arises, before you cling to that.
Ganga.
Yes.
Thank you for being in your presence. Guidance is needed to be a free human being. I need guidance.
Yes. Yes, it's the beautiful request of a seeker. Please give me guidance. I may know a few things, but still maybe I don't feel satisfied. Is it so? So far, what gave you satisfaction? What is the main experience which gave you satisfaction?
Well-being.
Well-being in the life.
In my life. In my life.
Yes, it happens. But before the well-being, what was there?
Joy.
Before.
Innocence, joy.
Before well-being. There must be suffering, no?
Oh, yes.
And there is no after yet?
This is what I'm doubting.
Of course there is an after, which must be also the way to suffering.
Yes.
That's why it's unsatisfying, you see. So this is a kind of achievement or gift you got in yourself, but absolutely impermanent. And I just said, to be in the company of what is not impermanent. And there is no way out. There is nothing somewhere about that. So only is left to realize yourself. Did you hear that you are already yourself? So what's the impediment? The impediment was that you cling to well-being, thinking it may be that, or it was so much joy and innocence that it was fulfilling some desire of an ideal in you. But still, it was something. Subject also to disappear, to reappear, to disappear. So, what about if you don't cling to anything you like? Just now, just now. Is there joy here?
Not specific.
Is there suffering here? So keep quiet there, keep quiet to make also this impression of joy and suffering disappear. Keep quiet there. And whenever you go somewhere, no, it's my mind. But oh, mind, you may be my friend, but I will not be fooled by you. So go back and keep quiet. I know that many have been in satsangs, but they could not ask directly a question, must be a burning question to the guide. So take this opportunity to directly ask, because a satsang is of course silence, but one has to know what is silence. It's not the mind which can interpret what's silence. It will be fake. It will be a conditioned silence. So don't be so compassionate with yourself. If there is anything, just ask. Just ask directly. And if there is any shade of I, there is a mind. Taken for real, I mean. So you depend on the moods of the mind. That's why one is not happy permanently. So don't cling to I. Who wants to answer me? Do you see I alone? Does I exist?
Ganga. For me at the moment it's very real. I feel totally in the mind.
Yes, yes.
So
Yes. So
since days now, and
you like it?
no, but I
Must be.
must be.
I just want to tell you, I and the mind. I looks like existing because one believes in the existence of its object. If you solve this, you see, is there any I alone? It may solve a lot. I looks real when he is glued, when he clings to something. And if you are in the company of your mind, you know that you will suffer. Why you allow that too much? You don't know the way back? From where this idea comes from, this feeling, from where it comes from. You go and search, dig, and tell me. Dig from where it comes from.
Something says it's from the mind, but I don't.
It's wrong. It's wrong. Dig harder, deeper, prior. Where are you? Here, here, here. Done? So
Yes.
done. Well, this is Japanese key. Okay. You made me blind now. I cannot help you. Okay. Yeah, but there is a lot of energy. It's troublesome too. From where this comes from?
From I.
Yeah, I. I is never alone. I feel such a thing. I believe in such a thing. I am troubled with such a thing. I'm happy with such a thing. Now, from where this I which rose in you and the rest and the world comes from? It happens in you. So from where it comes from? You have to dig for that. You have to follow the direction of the question. Any answer will not do. It's mental. It's physical. That way. That way, yes. Keep quiet there. Don't go back. Keep quiet there. Strong. Who wants a strong chai? Yes, Dan.
I keep being interested in what I want.
You keep interested.
I keep being interested
in
what I
what you want. Yeah.
And I cannot transcend it because in the first place I cannot even get what I want. I mean, if I can get what I want, I can say, okay, it doesn't mean anything because it's only short and it will lose very quick. Then I cannot even get it. It's bullshit to say, it's transcended. Whereas now I'm looking at the same woman and I'm saying, oh, it's deep out, it doesn't mean anything. It's still the same interest there.
Yes, because you are done. And in Satsang we try to root out done. in satsang, we just are in the wrong place because we want to root out Dan.
Dan.
Dan. Your name, Dan. Because Dan is hopeless. Dan will run after his desires and objects, and Dan is hopeless in trying to be quiet. Ganga is, as a being, is hopeless, trying to be quiet. So, in satsang, it's to remind you, hey, Dan, you go and look prior to Dan. You just look before this Dan rises. And then you tell me about all those things. I want to see. I want to hear what the Dutch does with that. Eh? You do, huh? You don't only scratch your head. You do it.
Yeah, I want to, but I cannot.
You already lost your glasses. Oh, you cannot. You don't want, you mean? I agree, okay, why not? But you can, sure. You don't want. Grammar should be precise. The grammar should be precise. Okay. Now you do whatever you like. But if you don't want, I will help you. If you want to continue this way, I wish you good luck. What to say?
But this is the problem. I don't want. I want to continue the same way.
That's what I say, so I wish you good luck.
No, I can still come here.
Yes, you can have a laughter. It's always good. Okay? Now you know why, so it's better. Now you know why it doesn't work. You see, it's better to know.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Very good. Have a little tea from your neighbor.
Okay.
You're well? Yes? Okay. Is enough okay?
No.
Oh! It's not enough and you keep quiet?
It's fine for the moment. I'm okay.
Yes. So it is enough?
Yes.
Okay. Nothing rises in you. Nothing important rises in you. Very nice. So since then, you are quieter, huh?
I'm dealing with life and this.
No, yeah, this I don't care, but you feel quiet. You are quiet.
I'm more quieter than before, yes.
Okay, very good, very good.
Than before I met.
Okay. And what do you do for that?
I don't know, I don't do nothing.
Okay, great. Great. Okay. Better.
It is amazing because before I was always have this notion that I have to do something. And now I don't. I lose that.
You really lost it, huh? Very
I don't feel lost.
No, you lost it. You
Yes,
lost that.
No, I mean I lost it, but I don't feel lost because
Ah.
I lose it.
No, on the contrary. On the contrary. When you gain, you are lost. Anyway.
I don't know what I have gained. I don't see it.
It's very good. You see here, it's not to lose your mind. Satsang is not meant to make you lose your mind. It's meant to show you that the mind is not real. So one cannot be cuckoo. You understood? Okay, very good. You need to have a very good mind to appreciate the indication of who you are. Right?
Mira, the other day I was curious about who is the watcher. And last night at midnight, sitting on the sofa, I was very quiet and half in meditation, half in, I don't know.
Okay.
And suddenly I felt again this body sensation. I was pulled into, I was sinking and somehow I was pulled. And there was this watching again. And in a moment I got a little nervous and something or some told me, let it be. And I was going deeper and deeper and could feel emerging love. And I felt, or I don't know, I cannot say I was in a And one way in a cocon, a huge cocon. And it was so vast. And the feeling was, I was inside, in it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And what's the conclusion?
But
What is the conclusion? The conclusion.
the conclusion is it sounds not quite right, but a little bit there I want to be.
Okay. Very good. You see, you mentioned the watcher.
Yes.
This is the essential word in all what you told. Because all what you told is a description of how you have been hooked
Yes.
to an experience
Yes.
or to a deepening of an experience.
Yes. I didn't do that.
You followed it.
Pun?
You followed it. You followed. You have been fascinated.
Yes. Yes.
You have been fascinated
Yes.
because you thought, since it's not ordinary experiences, you
Exactly.
thought it will be it will concern the awareness, what
Yeah.
I search for. And you followed this path. Inner
exactly,
path.
Yes. Yes.
You were in a web of love, whatever.
Right.
I understood all that. But you see, it's because first you followed something which happened. You spoke of the watcher, then something happened in your body, you followed it. The
Yeah.
body brought you in all this even vastness. So, who are you? You are never
Yes.
an yes. You are never an
I
experience
sense.
which was not there before. You see? But the trouble is, when you followed that experience that you loved so much, because probably it's a fulfilling of some kind of spiritual desire, you want to be there. You want again that. You see, if you follow an experience, you will also get the desire to go back there.
Yes. No, I don't want to get addicted to that. So
Why?
there's so much more.
No, there is so much less. No. This is so much too much.
Yes. So yes.
So you
I
see,
understand.
if you continue this way, every day you can have a more beautiful experience, that path, a more vast experience, that path, but you will still not know who you are. You will still search for who you are.
Yes.
So that's your choice. Or you get into levels of more sublime spirituality, or you are freed from illusions.
Yes.
So what do you want? Now you have to tell
want-
yourself.
Be free. of
So I
everything.
tell you, be vigilant once you see and who is the watcher after all? Who is the watcher? It's who you are.
Yes.
When you don't objectify it.
Yes.
Huh? Okay. So when you see the sense, you're the watcher, you just don't go even into that feeling. You are it. You are it even now. You are it ever now, every now. When the moment you don't enter into any trip, let it be sublime.
Yes.
You see,
It doesn't-
to realize that you are the watcher, you have to be very radical
Yes.
to be vigilant and not allowing you to again add something.
I understand.
And not only
Something
understand,
understand.
okay, and you like it? You like this interaction?
Yes.
Okay, great. Then,
Want to be
okay.
radical.
Okay. Then you learned your lesson?
Yes.
Okay, let's see next. So what happens to you?
Still quite silent inside.
And if you are not silent, you will, what you will feel then? So don't insist too much on the silence, you see. Silence will be there. Silence will also go. Yes. You see, whenever there is an objectification, it's not who you are. And I say that for those who have not realized themselves, otherwise everything is who you are. But if you have not to confuse a state, let it be silence and love and whatnot, for who you are. All those things is a gift after realization. It's a gift. It comes, it goes. It comes again. It goes again. Even the watcher, it comes and goes. But if you speak with your mind, you will say the watcher and understand the indication. But don't be deluded by your words.
If everything comes and goes, what stays?
Who you are.
It's always there?
Always. You can realize it just now. The moment you don't cling to any quality, state, experience, whatnot, you are always yourself. There is no a single being in the universe is not himself. Another thing is to realize it. And realization, the indication for that is just now, don't cling to anything, don't go into thinking. That's all. It's very simple. And even if something is presented, the mind again rises, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, don't cling to it. The clinging has the magic, you see, that's why it's called Maya, has the magic to create a so-called reality in it. So don't cling. You can have an existence in not clinging. Mm. Yes.
I don't understand. Is the same I who clings, is the same I who is vigilant and says, I will.
Yeah, it is the same. It is the same. You see, the I got some knowledge, some wisdom of the self when he comes to satsang, has got experiences, and he may learn his lesson. Oh, I should not cling in order to lose my so-called reality. You see? But that's not yet who you are. It's some knowledge, some wisdom is there, which helps you. So go back again and again in order that even the wisdom can disappear. But as long as you are someone, it's very useful. It's a tool you have in hand. But for that wisdom has to be very sharp, as not to bring any concept.
And for someone who has realized the self, it doesn't need to be vigilant.
Why should he need?
He knows what is real. And
This is the peace that realization gives, isn't it? Yes.
but the mind will always propose something or not.
No. Mind surrendered. About the subject, he surrendered. He will not trouble anymore. He will run, distract himself here and there, because you have a life still hanging in the body and mind, but it will not trouble about that. He may be passionate about the subject that even he can never hook. That's possible. But he will never. And he knows his limits. It's just a passion. Some people, they write poems, some people dance, sing, some people teach, and some people are silent. The mind behaves differently.
Can I ask again? It cannot be true that I don't want to see what's right, because I've been meditating for ages. That means I'm stupid.
You know, these meditations for ages brings you here, maybe, to hear from you something radical. What do I want before I die? What is my preference before I die? To fulfill a desire, whatever it is, or to fulfill this desire to be free? It's time now to ask yourself. And whatever is in you, just follow it. Go for it. There is no judgment here. Just be clear about it. Otherwise you spoil your life in meditating uselessly for this and not being successful in that and so on. Be clear. Maybe you have both. You see, you have not yet been exhausted by the creation, by the manifestation, by your life. And so you still have some appetite for the life. But some in satsang become exhausted. They tried all the corners they could create, and they have been unsuccessful. And finally they come asking for help. What can I do now? I tried everything, and I know it's not in that I will be happy or peaceful. Please help me. So maybe you have both maybe an attraction to hear what's said in Satsang, then continue to come. It will slowly remove your appetite to fulfill things which are not worth, in fact. That's what I say. You are welcome to Satsang. But don't meditate. You will meditate on what? On a woman, on a beefsteak, on a next trip. Why you meditate? Where do you go in meditation?
I try to follow a technique, for example, following the breath in my mind.
Oh, again the body, again the physical. Then the result will be the body. You see, meditation, when you start with a cause, let's say physical cause, the achievement will be a physical achievement. If you start with a mental cause, the achievement will be a mental achievement. And who you are is just not that. You are not the body and you are not the mind. And it is not in giving you the best achievement in the body or in the mind that you will realize it. It is in cutting off, in cutting the clinging with I. So don't meditate.
Because
yes, he's frustrated, but you are not wise. He's frustrated, but you are not wise enough yet to stop and say, okay, I know in this life I will not find an answer, satisfying answer. You are not wise yet.
But maybe I'm also not honest to myself. I'm not following my energy.
You are not wise. Yes, that's what I say.
I'm not honest to myself.
Okay, then be honest and what's there. You hide from where? From a God? From what?
If I look at last night, my dreams were very clear. And if I look at my dreams, then I can see them.
But don't look. If I look to my mind, then what? I don't look. Don't look. To be happy, don't be fascinated by what is going on outside and inside. Let them happen, don't be fascinated. They don't mean anything. If you're going to, you have to find meanings, and sometimes you find it's absurd, and then you become very unhappy, and it is a vicious circle. Don't look. I am drinking water because I'm thirsty. I don't look, I just drink and forget. Live like this.
And don't solve any problem.
Don't solve anything.
What can I say as a theory? Solve, forget. And if you don't want, don't solve and forget. Really, I'm not playing with words. Yeah.
Maybe I should tell you in detail what I was dreaming.
I'm not sure every ears can hear.
Maybe because then maybe you can release it.
Yeah, but after that, another dream will come.
It was about attraction with men that from my childhood rather than with women. And it was strange. This energy, this attraction.
Then go for it and forget it and come. Who cares, man, woman? Who cares? I am looking at yourself. I don't look to whatever. Really. I look at yourself so that you also fall into what I see as beauty. And this has no shape. And this is beautiful. And do whatever you like. Hmm? Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Ganga, you said you don't look. You said don't look.
I look very much at you,
You
yes.
said that. Don't look.
Don't look, yes.
Yes.
To realize yourself, don't
Yes.
look.
And when I'm walking town, sometimes I find myself looking at something. And then I ask myself, am I looking at this person because he or she is not interesting? Why did I look?
Because the eyes have to fall on something. No problem.
But it's also possible not looking and yet not looking, right? But sometimes I find myself looking at something and it has nothing, no value for me, but I still look.
I don't say that you have to be like a ghost.
So you can look at something which is like getting sucked into...
The senses, your body is still alive. What does it mean, a body alive? All the senses we have. I always forget one, so I will not enumerate them, but all the senses are alive. Huh? So, I always wonder when Papaji enumerates, he never forgets anything. And he had a very good memory. So, of course, what means alive? Clinging. That's clinging. So, I mean, develop a mind in you. You see, develop a mind which doesn't go always with the senses, with the movements. You are present, maybe. This is indescribable. I wish you understand my language. You have to, in order to realize, I don't speak like this to anybody else, the one who wants to be free from illusions. He wants to realize himself. I ask for a second, a split second. Don't enter into any senses and mind. For a split second, to allow to realize that you are not the body and not the mind, that it is just a surimposition on you. You attribute it to you. It's an attribute. It's not who you are.
So what you're saying is you just need a split second and you don't have to pay attention to everyday life about how you look at the world.
Wherever you are, can be here, can be anywhere. Dedicate this split second just to realize who you are.
So the moment I realized, my eyes went into to look at this person, to objectify this being, I realize a split second and I come back, I'm not interested in this, and I come back. Are you talking about that split second?
No, otherwise you would not ask me this question. If you realize who you are, you would not ask me this question. You must have gone back to a refuge in you as a person.
Yes, I take refuge in myself now.
In your
Yes.
small self, in your individual self, yes.
But not the big self?
No, otherwise. No, you have not questioned I yet. You found a place where you take refuge. Very good, you see. But you have not questioned who is taking refuge. Who is it? What is it? You see, we spent years in discovering and in demystifying what is the mind, the vastness of mind, because we cannot take it to ask this question. We cannot take it. So we have approaches. First it's a gross and then becomes subtle. Go on negating and you are left with a few refuges or few experiences you still keep. And then you are still unsatisfied. And then you may ask the real question, the root cause of everything. We spend years in just demystifying what is mind, to know what is the mind. Otherwise, you see, it could be just now. One satsang would be enough for everybody who comes. Why there is a kind of takes time? It's that we have approaches. We can't take it. You see, Ramana Maharishi, one Krishnamurti, this Yuji Krishnamurti came to him, and he said, why am I not realized being near you? You are so known and so cool. And Ramana said, can you take it? Can you take it, what I will tell? No. So we hear in a certain way, we deepen our understanding, but you see, it's not yet.
So what is it that I am demystifying?
Your mind. If there is something to demystify, it is your mind. Whatever you believe or you thought it exists and so on. You demystify your mind.
So for me, different people, individuals do exist, and they have no concern for me at all. And yet, why do I look? Why do I get interested to look at people?
Because probably you must find something there. It's not very important to know what, but you see, one puts an interest where he may find something there. Whatever it is.
To figure out my surroundings.
Exactly. You see, to figure out maybe also what is your mind, how this incarnation brings you in such environment, and whatever we have in mind, it's a myriad of things. They say it is more than the sands of the banks of the rivers or oceans. So as it is, the sands of the rivers or the trends of mind are so much, so infinite. So we spend a few years in trying to make a path with the direction, it's myself I'm searching, a path. So it's often from outside to inside. But actually, it's to hear what?
So
that never I existed. So why should I search anything? I am always myself. But you cannot take it. You may take it as an information. And then it becomes more and more attractive, and you will check by experiences how more and more it's true. But you see, there is a moment for everyone where it enters like butter. I'm that. And then the mind will not ask questions about it. So as long as the mind is there, if there is any clarity to be made or any doubt, just ask. Because you see, the answer is not to give you the best answer, is to throw you back from where it comes from, to help you in that way. And from where it comes from is who you are. That's what you want to realize.
I suppose I'm still trying to practice deep seeing, maybe.
You see, you have practiced for years, so it will take some time, not that long, but some time to lose the faith in it. You had faith in that, that's why you did, isn't it? Now you hear something opposite. And yet there is a practice. Self-investigation is a kind of practice. But it tries to go into the heart of the illusion.
So if I look and something, my interest is drawn to something, and
You
who
just
am I?
drop
I
it.
just ask who am I,
Okay,
and
then just
come
drop
back.
And don't worry about what was there before. Fall in love more with where the question where mind brings you than where your mind was attracted. That's what I want to tell you. Huh? Okay. Nice. But if you are very clear that you take refuge in yourself and that it is still a refuge of someone, you cannot hear more than that. You cannot hear that you have to question the one who takes refuge. Yes.
You said when there is a doubt, you should.
Yes, of course. I don't want you to be killed many times. Doubt, kills many times. Okay.
You said earlier on to someone, be there where the I rises from.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm not there.
Mm.
I have.
That's why you ask. Yeah. Okay. You are not. You feel. Why you believe your feelings? Why you believe in your feelings? Is it not mind, a feeling?
I know that.
And then? Why you go there then? If you know it is the mind. Tell me.
When something comes up, I seem to be clinging, and then
And then?
I want to uncling, and it doesn't always work.
because you like the clinging. Something you like. Sometimes it doesn't work because one is attached to the clinging. It's known, no, in the traditions they always speak of attachments, but there is some truth in it. We are also attached to things. That's why we don't uncling. Okay.
It's crazy because I see it gives me suffering.
But this is the craziness of the I. You see, the knowledge you acquired in Satsang should take over the craziness. If you want to be free, you have to be wise. Huh? So do it now. Where are you?
Not looking at that.
Yeah, but then you still have a link with that. Where are you? I don't ask a mundane question. I ask in Satsang. Where are you? Who are you? Don't believe in your mind, I say. Who are you? Why you hesitate? You listen to what?
I don't. My mind's gone blank. I don't.
But the blankness will not stay. It's the pride. The pride. Why you keep the pride? Pride is the mind. In ancient time, you see, when the disciple, I don't take you as my disciple, but I speak like that. The disciples, when they were going to the Guru, after some time, the Guru was telling, who are you? He gave an answer, which was not the straight, good answer. Master said, 3 years you go in the world. When you are ready, you come back. Who are you? Not yet? 3 years, come back. We are in Kali Yuga. In a way, you are lucky. But be serious, be serious. You see, I tell you from the beginning, don't believe in your mind. Why so you are not able to tell who you are? Why?
I myself.
Okay, but don't say I myself like you learn your lesson and and why you don't tell from the beginning? Why? Because you feel it's not true. Again you believe in your mind. You see, I want to cut this link with your mind. You can reply with arrogance like that, but you can reply absolutely directly without even your mind. I am myself. But you don't dare, you see. Or you say very timid because it is the mind who tells you, so it's not true. You see. Okay, so investigate better, huh? Okay, great. Good. The mind, if it tells, it's all the gurus who are not realized, they will tell, but this is the arrogance. It's the mind which tells, but there is a way to tell without this mind. Huh? Okay, very good. Welcome to Satsang. You like this position? Yeah? What it gives you?
I don't know.
You don't know? You feel it's good. You're right. And you're straight. Go straight. So, what do you want to hear today? I wonder what you want to hear today. I will tell you. One day, maybe already now, you are wondering about things in the life. You are searching. And one of the search could be, but who am I? Actually, who am I? Who am I? And I already tell you the answer so that it helps you. I am not the body because I can see, feel, know it, sense it. I'm not the mind, and the mind are all the thinking, because I can describe it, feel it. What I am, I will never know it, otherwise it's again mine. But what I am, I will just be it. I am it, and keep quiet there.
Man hat sich sehr freuen vor dem.
Wow.
Thank you.
Please. I think we can take this and have more. Et vous remettez toutes les fleurs sur l'assiette. Thanks. Ah, sorry. Oh, sorry. Where is she?
Yeah, she's here.
I thought it was you. Something today? Okay. Have a beautiful afternoon.